The sun shone brightly over Headingley and Leeds, not just in the sky, but on a new era for Indian cricket. This was the first day of the much-anticipated Test series against England, but it was more than just a match. It was the beginning of a fresh chapter for Team India, a team moving forward without the colossal presence of legends Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, who had recently retired from the longest format of the game. The question on everyone's mind was simple: how would this young Indian side fare? England's captain, Ben Stokes, won the toss and, looking at the traditionally helpful English conditions, chose to put India into bat, hoping his bowlers could make early breakthroughs and put the tourists under immediate pressure. The opening pair of Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul walked out to face the English attack, carrying the hopes of a nation eager to see its new generation succeed. They started cautiously, respecting the new ball and the skills of England's fast bowlers. However, their caution soon transformed into confidence. The duo began to find the gaps in the field, scoring boundaries and keeping the scoreboard ticking over. They built a solid foundation with a partnership of 91 runs for the first wicket, frustrating the English bowlers who had expected to dominate. This strong start was exactly what India needed to calm any nerves and announce their intent on this tour. The first wicket to fall was that of KL Rahul, who had looked comfortable and composed for his 42 runs. He was dismissed by the pacer Bryden Cars, caught by Joe Root, bringing an end to the promising opening stand. His dismissal brought the debutant B. Sai Sudarsan to the crease. The expectations were high for the young left-hander, but the pressure of Test cricket proved immense. He lasted only 4 balls before England's captain, Ben Stokes, produced a brilliant delivery that found the edge of his bat, resulting in a catch for Jamie Smith. Suddenly, India had lost 2 quick wickets, and England seemed to be fighting their way back into the contest. This precarious situation brought the new Indian captain, Shubman Gill, to the middle. The score was delicately poised, and the match could have swung in either direction. With a debutant gone for a duck and a set opener back in the pavilion, the responsibility fell squarely on the shoulders of the young captain and the still-settled Yashasvi Jaiswal. The atmosphere was tense as England's bowlers, led by the inspirational Ben Stokes, sensed an opportunity to run through India's new-look middle order. The stage was perfectly set for a test of character, not just for the players, but for the entire vision of this new Indian Test team. Shubman Gill, in his very first Test match as the captain of India, walked to the crease with his team in a spot of bother. Any pressure he felt was not visible in his body language or his stroke play. He began his innings with a sense of purpose and elegance that has become his trademark. He played his shots with grace, driving the ball beautifully through the covers and pulling with authority when the bowlers dropped short. Gill quickly settled in, ensuring that the fall of 2 wickets did not lead to a collapse. His early confidence was a calming influence not only on his partner, Jaiswal, but also on the Indian dressing room watching anxiously from the balcony. As his innings progressed, Gill grew in stature, playing with a freedom that defied his new leadership role. He reached his half-century in just 56 balls, a blistering pace that put the pressure right back on the English bowlers. It was a statement of intent, showing that this Indian team would continue to play a positive and aggressive brand of cricket. Gill survived a close call early in his innings when a direct hit would have seen him run out, but he made the most of his luck. He pierced the field with surgical precision, turning good deliveries into scoring opportunities and punishing anything loose with disdain, asserting his dominance on the game. The young captain did not stop there. He continued to build his innings meticulously, converting his aggressive start into a truly substantial score. This was his first significant Test score outside of Asia, silencing any critics who questioned his ability to perform in challenging overseas conditions. He showed remarkable maturity, blending aggression with solid defense as he navigated his way towards a memorable 100. His footwork was decisive, and his shot selection was impeccable, as he made the Headingley ground his own personal stage. Each boundary that flowed from his bat seemed to drain the energy from the English fielders under the surprisingly warm Leeds sun. The crowning moment of his day came when he elegantly clipped a ball off his pads to reach his 6th Test century. The celebration was understated but full of meaning, a raise of the bat to acknowledge the applause from his teammates and the crowd. Scoring a century in his first match as captain is the stuff of dreams, and Gill had turned that dream into reality. He remained unbeaten on 127 at the close of play, a captain's knock in every sense of the word. His performance was a powerful message that Indian cricket was in safe and very capable hands for the foreseeable future. While Captain Gill was crafting his masterful innings, his partner Yashasvi Jaiswal was putting on a show of his own at the other end. The young left-handed opener continued his fantastic form in Test cricket, playing with an aggressive flair that has become synonymous with his name. After the early loss of 2 wickets, Jaiswal took on the responsibility of steadying the ship alongside his new captain. He played some breathtaking shots, particularly through the offside, where he scored all 17 of his boundaries. His driving through the covers and point was a visual treat, leaving the English bowlers and fielders frustrated and searching for answers against his relentless attack. Jaiswal reached his half-century and then accelerated dramatically, showcasing his ability to change gears and dominate a bowling attack. It took him only 48 balls to go from 50 to 100, a period of play where he completely took the game away from England. He even hit a towering 6, displaying his power and confidence. As he neared his century, he began to suffer from cramps, a testament to the effort he had put in on a hot day. Despite the physical discomfort, he remained focused, determined to reach the 3-figure mark. His fighting spirit was admirable and showed a maturity beyond his years. The partnership between Jaiswal and Gill was the highlight of the day's play. Together, they added a magnificent 129 runs for the 3rd wicket, completely shifting the momentum in India's favor. Their styles complemented each other perfectly. Jaiswal's aggressive, boundary-hitting approach was balanced by Gill's elegant and composed stroke play. They ran well between the wickets, communicated effectively, and built a partnership that broke the spirit of the English bowling attack. Their collaboration ensured that India not only recovered from the earlier wobble, but established a position of absolute command by the time the tea break arrived. Jaiswal's brilliant innings finally came to an end when he was bowled by Ben Stokes for a magnificent 101. It was a crucial breakthrough for England, but the damage had already been done. Jaiswal had scored his 5th Test 100, continuing his remarkable run in international cricket and cementing his place as India's premier opener. He walked off to a standing ovation, having played a pivotal role in giving India a dream start to the series. His century, combined with Gill's, laid the foundation for a massive first innings total and set the tone for India's new era. Following the dismissal of Yashasvi Jaiswal, the Headingley crowd roared to welcome another exciting player to the crease, Rishabh Pant. It was a special moment, as Pant was playing his first Test match against England in 3 years, having made a courageous comeback to the sport. Known for his fearless and entertaining style of play, Pant immediately looked at home. He joined his captain, Shubman Gill, and the two began to build another formidable partnership. Pant started his innings watchfully, taking his time to get used to the conditions and the state of the game, showing a more measured approach than he is often known for. As he settled in, Pant began to unfurl his trademark shots, playing with the kind of confidence that has won India matches in the past. He expertly mixed caution with aggression, defending solidly, and then suddenly attacking the bowlers when they least expected it. His presence brought a new energy to the Indian innings, ensuring that the scoring rate never dropped. The partnership between Gill and Pant flourished, growing stronger with each over. They frustrated the tired English bowlers who had been toiling all day under the sun with little to show for their efforts. And their unbroken stand began to take the game completely out of England's reach. The English bowlers, apart from their captain Ben Stokes, had a difficult and forgettable day. Stokes was the standout performer, taking 2 crucial wickets for just 43 runs. He bowled with heart and intelligence, dismissing the debutant Sudarshan, and then breaking the dangerous Jaiswal-Gill partnership by bowling Jaiswal. Bryden Kars managed to get the first breakthrough by dismissing KL Rahul, but was expensive otherwise, conceding 70 runs. He was also unlucky when an LBW decision against Jaiswal was overturned because he had bowled a no-ball, a moment that proved very costly for England as Jaiswal went on to score a century. By the time the umpires called stumps to end the day's play, India had reached a commanding total of 359 for the loss of just 3 wickets. Shubman Gill was standing tall on 127 not out, and Rishabh Pant was providing him with excellent support, unbeaten on a well-made 65. Their unbroken 4th wicket partnership was already worth a massive 138 runs. England's decision to bowl first had backfired spectacularly, and they now face a huge task to get back into the match. The first day belonged entirely to India, whose new era began not with uncertainty, but with a resounding bang.